My name's Christopher Kit Slitor. I'm here talking about our ordeal with the Child Protective Services and Family Court of Arlington, Virginia. My wife will read a 3-minute prepared text telling about our travails. They began in April of 2005. As soon as we were having serious difficulties with the Child Protective Services, the very first phone call I placed on a Saturday afternoon was to my congressman. I thought he was my congressman. He is James Moran, nicknamed Jim Moran. And of course, no one was in the office, but as it later turned out, never at any time did anyone with Jim Moran's office ever return our phone call. We were a constituent under distress. We were being railroaded and abused by the so-called Child Protective Services. Some other interesting things I might add. Congressman Jim Moran has been married 3 times, and when we began our court proceedings in I guess it was late April or May of 2005, the county's attorney was none other than Mary Craig, Jim Moran's first wife. And so perhaps I see one reason why Congressman Moran doesn't like to look into the Child Protective Service. The other reason, of course, is that there are a lot of people who are subcontractors to Department of Human Services who are loyal constituents of his who get funding from the government and also from private contributions. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you folks know that we were falsely accused of child neglect. Our daughter Sabrina simply lost a few ounces of weight after birth, which is perfectly normal, and we were falsely. Well, we're going to have to do some editing with this, so edit one. But trying to gather my thoughts here. This is the beauty of prepared statements. Well, we went through 3 layers of court. We went through the family court in Arlington County, and then we went with the circuit court, and then we went to the Court of Appeals. We even did a whatever they call it, a pro se appeal to the Supreme Court of the United States. At no time was any jury in judgment of us. There is never any proof. There are never any solid witnesses who are objective in this, and our child was given to a so-called foster parent. I call them foster kidnappers. The father of that union is a assistant prosecutor for the Federal Department of Justice, and his wife is a fundraiser for ecological causes and probably maybe even for Congressman Moran's political purposes. Child Protective Services is a blot, a plague, a cancer. It was not brought into the legal, the legal statutes because of any popular demand. It's the way I look at it, it's simply a make-work bureaucracy, but perhaps even worse, it's a way to oppress and suppress the general public. It's clearly unconstitutional. It's in violation of the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. And every young parent needs to be alert to Child Protective Services and have sort of a legal first aid kit to keep, to cover themselves in case they come a-knocking. I shall conclude.